today's episode of CCTV. Okay guys, so I've been getting a lot of questions lately that are all kind of different shades of gray in the same question. What to do when you have an injury. For example, Mark Jacobson writes, how can I avoid gaining weight while recovering from injury? I sprained my ankle playing basketball. Won't be doing cardio for at least 10 days. Would a combination of dietary suppressants with multivitamins and protein bars work, or would I be playing with fire? Thanks. Any advice would be great. Margaret Califos, is it Califos? Writes, hey Christina, I have a huge question. I really want to start your program, but the one major problem I have is with exercising. I was injured several months ago at work and I have not been back to work. I cannot even do physical therapy. It makes the issue worse. I have a large herniated disc and some stenosis compressing some nerves. Do you have any suggestions? I thought about aqua therapy. I'm only 42 and all the doctors have written me off. I had a very active job before my injury and now nothing. Thank you for any advice. You're an inspiration, Margaret. Thank you, Margaret, for thinking that I'm an inspiration. That means a lot to me. So first, let me just say thank you so much for your questions, Margaret and Mark. Okay, so there's good news and some not so good news. The not so good news is that life is unpredictable. We get thrown curveballs, and sometimes those curveballs are injuries and accidents and things that kind of take us out of the game physically. They're unexpected, they're frustrating, they suck. But the good news is that I'm your weight loss wing woman. I'm your biggest cheerleader, and I am right there with you in the pain department. So let me first say that I get where you're coming from, and it sucks to be in pain. It sucks to have your routine totally up in smoke. Like, it's a game-changing thing when we get injured, and it really makes us take time to reflect and really appreciate how important our health and happiness in our bodies really are to us, and what we really take for granted sometimes. Just a little highlight reel of my personal injuries and health conditions. I had heart surgery when I was 15. I have to be very careful about what I do when I work out and exercise and what I eat, because there is a chance that if my heart is provoked or altered in a certain way, that I could die. Just not be here next Thursday. So I have to be very careful. Two, I have a torn ligament in my left knee, so I have to work in a certain way. It definitely hurts me all the time. I have to be really careful about what I do and when I want to rock the heels. Three is about a year ago, I was driving, right after I moved to Dallas, I was driving along trying to find an apartment, and some guy ran a red light, totaled my car, and now I have herniated discs in my back. I do not have stenosis, Margaret, but I totally understand where you're coming from, and it doesn't matter if you get sick, if you're lying in bed and you're completely immobile. There are ways that you can either maintain your weight or continue to lose weight or start a weight loss program. So let's jump right into them. The first one is controlling what